Second.
No, you can.
Right, because Joe's been stubborn, I'm having to do the intro, and after lots of technical difficulties that we probably should have tested and we didn't test, we have to now record this and then upload it immediately after the race, which I'm fine with. We've had to do for the past 2 minutes, work out audio and shit. Mine, I think, is sorted. I think, Joe, you can hear him when he speaks over the cars. I think that should be fine. Joe, the grid hopefully will be on your screen. We've got about less than a minute. Do you want to go through it?
I would like to point out, Lucky did disconnect 2 minutes ago, 3 minutes ago. He did set a lap time. He hasn't moved since 30 minutes into practice. So, don't know what's going on with him there.
That he's not going to get back in time for the race.
No, he is not, which unfortunately means only 3 GT3 cars remain.
Did he really only lag out like 2 minutes ago and you didn't mention that?
Yes, because you told me not to speak.
Oh, yeah, I kept telling you not. To be honest, there was other people in the pits that could have invited him, but I don't think he could get back in time, which is unfortunate.
There was.
Qualifying's about to be over, so it's Simo, then Starkey, Davies, Flip, Shadow, Morph, LGS, Slam, and Righteous tag as well. This is the XRL Racing League Multi-Class Season 1, Round 1 at Monza. I didn't even mention that at the beginning. Stressful. Stressful.
It's been a long road to get here.
It has, and there is confirmation of the grid.
Yeah. Don't mind the cars we're in, we're not racing.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't win in an LMP one anyway, which would be
poor thing.
Lack of talent. Lack of
experience, maybe. That might be the best.
Anyway, oh good God, we go straight to the grid.
Yep.
About, is there?
No messing about.
Oh well. Looks like we're going then. Let's see what happens.
Oh God, I don't know where to go. Front of the grid, I think we'll go to. There's a bit of rubbing. Oh, it's full wonder about what's going on here. There's a big crash at the back. There's a massive crash at the back between the yellow GT3s and 2 LMPs.
Oh good guys, a GT3 overtaking an LMP2 then. Phil Morph has been knocked down my son. That's quite interesting. At the front, oh my God, Davies got a Starkey at the front. That's on going for first, is he? I don't even know what's going on here, to be honest.
I don't. We're gonna work it out now. I think it's Simo, Davey, Starkey in third, Flip in fourth, Shadow in fifth, then Sam. And I think someone's gone wide.
Shadow's got a really damaged rear of his car. I do not know if he's going to be able to continue with that.
He must have been hit the arse.
His car looks absolutely wrecked from the back.
It does. He must have been hit on the arse at the start. Maybe he has passed Flip though.
Yeah, but I think Flip might get him back on the run to a sky at the front. Davies challenging for the lead. You might want to get onto this
I have gone towards that.
My brakes a lot later though. Is he going to be able to stop? Yes.
And then back behind, Flip has repassed Shadow, I think. Yes, he has. Crikey, everything is sort of working itself out.
Problem there. Rear of his car. Morph is still behind Sam in the LMP. Well, Sam's in the GT3, the McLaren. Morph in the LMP2. All the GT3s are going to be doing well, regardless of what happens. I think Chris has got steering problems at the back because he's.
Yeah, they did go full wide. There was a collision at the back, which is unfortunate. 3 GT3s, meaning all of them will be on the podium because unfortunately others couldn't make it.
Into second, and is he going to go on the inside as Simo hit? No, he's not. Simo's really on the brakes, so that's very good, but he might get cut back here. We do not know. Interesting start.
Chaotic start, yeah. Can really keep up with it all.
I didn't even know what was going on. Still 49 laps to go. It seems like a long race already.
Oh, Starkey scared. Simo maybe into a mistake. He's gone a bit deep, and there's contact between the both of them. And Dave's gonna nick it. 3 wide. Yes, Davies is in the lead. Davies in the lead.
I can't believe it.
I can't believe Davies in the lead. Starkey stays in second, so Simo's down to third. I think I've just got a message from annoyed Chris, most likely. From the start, he's probably in the pits now.
Morph is in the gravel. The first Lesmo, so it's not gone well from there. He's just gone off as a mistake. He's got no damage to his car, and Chris has been in the pit, so I might. 8th, which
Oh,
is
Davy's gone
different.
deep. Davy's gone deep. Stark is trying to go around his outside, and he's got the inside now, and he's going to go through, but Simmer's going to follow him through, nearly 3 wide again. Down the back straight, they are 3 wide. That's an awesome view. They're all equal with each other, but Davy back down to third, Starkey now in the lead. Simo in second.
Yeah, Flip, who's in a slightly lonely 4th place with Shadow behind him with a mangled rear end. Not really closing in on these like. Wait, so there's a long way to go, and of course you've got tyre wear, fuel. I don't know how much fuel these guys are running. Mechanical problems, that could creep in.
And some damage obviously for Chris, but we'll see how he goes. As with the brakes, Simo looks more confident than Starkey does in the braking zones.
Yeah, he gets a nice exit as well. Davies sitting back waiting to see if he can do anything like he did last lap. Of course, these two in front were couple of seconds a lot quicker than anybody else in the same category, so you'd expect them to pull away, but they was doing actually quite a decent job on him. They do get the car stuck just in
I think Simmer's going for it. Simmer's going up the inside of Stark into Lesmo number 1, and he's through, and he's gone in the gravel though.
No, but it's wide. Stark is going to get him back. He's going to slow both of them down. Davies again going to have an opportunity to close.
Very close racing between the LMPs.
Your mic's gone weird again, that's quite funny.
Has it?
I love that.
Do I need to keep talking until it undoes it? Or do I just unplug quickly?
Try it. Oh no, that's good.
Is it good? Right, does it? There you go.
Talking works.
Talking works. Voice box. So quite an eventful so far. We've had this top 3 are battling really full on for this, and still a load of laps to go.
What a long old race this. I might come on and get some telemetry with Starkey in the lead, see how quickly he's taken this with heavy tanks of fuel. So it's got 42 litres of fuel, which is probably a lie.
Probably a lie.
It does. Similar to 7, Davey 29, so Davey's fueling these to a head apparently. Might be wrong, this might be why he's keeping up.
Never know, you never know what strategy these guys are throwing at it.
Yeah.
Because it says that every single car actually has damage on my screen, so I'm not sure which one does and which one doesn't.
Sam with a lot of fuel, good god, he's got a hell of a lot.
How much is a hell of a lot?
About 118, he's got straight on the chicane. Those LGS going to get, he's going to get a cut trap or 2. Yeah, LGS has got him and he's going to lose a few other positions. I think Morpho's got that past. This is in a different time zone there, there's problems. So he's not going to be able to capitalise. Morph is battling with the GT3s and LMP2, probably not where he wants to be. But had a bad start. I don't think he can get to grips with it, which is very unfortunate.
Well, we did the pre-season testing before and he got the grips of it then, but of course it's about a week later and it looks like he got grips to it. I don't know how to put that really.
Ungripped it.
Oh, he ungripped it, yeah, that's what happened throughout this week it seems.
At the front, Starkey's starting to pull away. Davey is going and in 5th.
Davy's in 5th. Morph is now passing Sam.
He had an off on the... There's no good camera angle to check the front of the car, is there? So on the front of the car seems fine, so he's not hit a barrier or anything. I don't know if he's just spun. He can't have got a cut track that big because he's well PI now. Flip up into...
He must have spun. He must have just spun on the chicane on traction or something.
Yeah, well, it looks just for Sky, and I have seen him go off in practice. That does make a lot of sense if he has. Very unfortunate for David there. He was having a very good run of it in third, challenging the leaders who are, well, in the 37s now, which is about qualifying pair.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Really
Flip now in 3rd though. Of course, there's technically 2 championships of the LMP2 and GT3. And the winner of the GT3 class this week will of course be leading the championship. So there's the main championship, then there's two extra classes won. So there's 3 technical championships to win in this series.
towards a car which Starkey's about to lap. I can only assume it's his righteous tag.
Which must have had steering damage or from the crash, because he definitely went in the pits.
Yeah, and
Didn't get to see the message he sent me though.
I do not think he's really recovered because he looks. I don't think he can really. It looks like he's steering in a straight line. So whatever damage he did get, don't think can be repaired. I'm not sure how that works in pit stops in this game.
Yeah, you can fix damage. You can fix a lot of damage. It even gives you a choice to fix brakes and everything as well. It's a lot of.
Might be the
pad
replay cameras and just making them look all swervy and what have you. But he's going to get lapped very, very shortly. I think Starkey will have him in this lap if he.
It's a long race, so do you reckon he'll be able to get anywhere near LGS? Or even Morph, because Morph's in 8th, to be fair.
Well, if you look at his fastest lap, 48.3, I know he's had issues, but I can't see that much time, unless of course they have mechanical failures now, they have brake problems, engine problems, could happen. Fuel, but I think they'll keep tabs on that. He might have fueled wrong in the pit stop as well. Let me. He might have done that.
Might have done that, yeah.
No, he fueled as long as. Well, Samster's got a lot more. I think he's got the same as LGS, which has got a bit more, yes. So that makes a lot of sense. LGS has started to pull away from Samster now. I think the Aston Martin better around here.
Yeah, people seem to enjoy it.
I say that, but he's gone wide. Second getting something. Down on him. Bearing down on him. Indeed. Might have run him, he might want to get above this one. It's quite close.
Yeah, Sam's on the back. LGS. They both basically have the same lap time as fast as that, both in the 1:46.6s. Morph a lot quicker in the straight line course in the LMP, so what is he going to do here?
We've gone the inside, he's much better. But he's been very. And oh, that's good for him.
Here we go.
You're gonna go side by side. Oh no, but the straight line's made that happen. No, it's gonna keep LG very wingless. Fantastic. Fantastic. Oh, that camera angle looks quite nice actually. Yeah, I'm trying to grip a little bit. Oh, LGS's front end of his car looks. He must have been the one which tagged the first lap. Because his front end not good at all.
I'd say, well, there was a 4 wide situation with all 3 LMPs and a 1 LMP, for all 4 GT3s, all 3 GT3s, and try and get it right the third time, and 1 LMP2 at the start, so maybe it's damage from then?
Probably not sure how that's going to really affect him. I'm not sure at all with damage and all that.
Did I just see Morph going off in the background straight into the wall? Yes, I did. So Morph's going to have some heavy damage on that LMP. Just ploughed it into the wall out of the chicane.
He's got a steering issue because it's steering right for him.
LGS still right on the back. Sorry, Sam right on the back of LGS. Right, bumper to bumper here.
Yeah. Yeah, Flipper's lapless now. Get lapped him, and Shadow's going to get him before too long. As well as Davey, but really too far behind.
So it's annoying with the sort of connection at the moment. Your mic keeps going scruffly, and I don't think that's you scruffling stuff in front of your mic, is it?
No.
No.
So the battle for the lead, as well as GT3, this has had some major between the 2 lead GT3s.
Yeah.
It's battle on that straight line advantage, but in the corners, And
Oh, he's going to go a bit deep.
Not as good. Power dominated, straight dominated, and going run.
So what do you want
Just
around this
about.
track? Do you want the turns or do you want the straight line speed?
Well, it's straight line performance. So this team are just in the fight despite just about stopping it, and oh yeah, the car just about and get it to. You'll be alright. You can defend from quite a lot.
Every little thing will be alright.
Starkey is streaking away in the lead now. He's, I'll say, consistently about a second a lot quicker than Simo in front. Pulled out about let's time it actually. And in actual time in between them, I'd say about 7 to 8. That was interesting. Shadow is keeping Flip honest a third, so the podium is, I think, can happen then. Right, in claw backed up. Meanwhile, EP3.
And it's staying the same.
Sam just can't close up when he needs to.
No, down the straights, you can't get it.
Sam is running a lot more fuel. Now, yes.
These guys, by the way, are also teammates in the Xcite Racing League GT3 series in the roof. They are teammates, so they know each other well. And you can imagine that they kind of want to beat each other here, so they can take it on to Sunday and have that sort of edge over their teammate.
Well played, Chris. That was brilliant. Yeah, but it.
Thanks for the well played. Thanks. You get what I said? I didn't do anything wrong there, did I?
Probably not. But
No, I'm not wrong. No. You always want to beat your teammate, don't you?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. They might not be teammates in this championship, but they are teammates in another one. So still, at the end of the day, you're going to look at him as a sort of a teammate. Still.
I suppose it's the only GT3 car which he's realistically going to contend with this race as well. So it's nice for them to keep each other company and not like 10 seconds down the road from each other or something.
Yeah.
That's always quite helpful. Yeah, it's just interesting to see Samster. He looks better in the corners, but he just cannot do anything on the straights. It's like watching real life F1.
It is. Very much so, yeah.
We don't have stupid qualifying.
No, we don't have stupid qualifying, which is going to happen again tomorrow. Whole weekend of motorsport, and I cannot wait.
Have to.
By the way, the thing I have noticed is Davey is catching up to Shadow, slowly but surely as well.
And I think Morph has been lapped by Starkey. Yes, he has.
Has he just come out the pits or?
No, I don't believe he has. So only got 11 litres of fuel left, so we will have to make a pit stop fairly soon. David only 10, so you can expect to see the LMP into the pits very, very shortly.
What do we reckon? How many laps?
I don't think David can go for any more than, I'd say, 4 laps. 4 more laps, I should think. Not sure if Star yeah, Star can go a fair distance more. Simo has got even more fuel, so you know, I know there's quite a big gap between them, but if Simo can say pumping 3, 4 really, really good laps.
And how many times they're going to pit? Some of these guys might try and do a 1, which will be a big struggle. 2 and maybe even a 3 for the LMPs.
The LMPs will not be able to do 2. I mean 1, sorry. Won't happen. We're not sure what they're doing for tyre wear either.
No, I don't know. I don't know. The big point was more the fuel, really.
Hmm. Yeah, OGS for this battle for safe and well first in the GT3s. OGS is starting to gap Samster by a couple of.
Well, LGS has improved his lap time. Well, they both improved their lap times, but the fastest lap now for the GT3s is LGS with the 45.9 over Sam's 46.5, and LGS did that on the last lap, and Sam did a 47.3, so that's where the time was gained. Possible mistake from Sam on the last lap?
No, I thought Simo was just catching Starkey, and it turns out he's lapping more. If that scared me. Simo, it looks like he's lost even more time to Starkey soon. Starkey's being really consistently quick. Well, Simo's just don't think he can keep up to Starkey. Does put in a lot of practice for this though. He does.
Yeah. Of course, this would put how they finish now, because we put Starkey in the lead of the LMP2 Championship and joint in the lead of the whole championship with LGS. That's how the championship works. You never know who's going to win the main championship till the end of the season.
If somebody wins it. Nice.
What do you mean?
Well, if you don't know until the end of the season, but somebody wraps it up, say a couple of races before, you know who's won them.
Yeah, but I don't think they will. I don't think we will know. Especially with the cars being random each week, you could have all the fast drivers and it will be swapping around. It'll be interesting to see. There might be a clear winner, but we're not. Because that's
just being
was no lucky this week after him disconnecting, because he was looking strong to win the GT3.
I think he might have just been kicked for not doing anything. I'm not sure if that's a thing.
I don't think it's a thing.
I don't know. Anyway, Starkey is catching up to the lead GT3, and he, well,
and I think Shadow's catching up to Flip. Yeah, I think Shadow's catching up to Flip for third in the LMPs.
Yeah, so Starkey in that 13 laps. First car predicted 3 to 4 laps. They said the amount the lead GT3 had been lapped, and to beat even them two. Lap 13, lap 12 for
So he's already
OGS.
lapped the GT3 as well. Starkey, a man on a mission.
He's very handy in that car.
He is.
Get it? Get it?
Yeah, fuck it out.
Oh, you gotta love that one.
I'm gonna drink my drink in
Everyone's
disappointment.
reference. Oh, it's beautiful.
You say about them pulling away from each other, consistent lap times by Simo was technically a tenth faster than the last lap, but this lap round, how much quicker is he than Starkey, if anything? He goes and does a 38.5, which is very consistent. Starkey, of course, did a 140.2, of course,
But he
overtaking.
had to lap,
Yes.
lap traffic, so
That was probably where the time was lost.
still quicker than, or as quick as most of other LMP2 runners. That was a very interesting sound you just made there.
I turned on my desk and I hit my flipping knee. Ah, God. Ouch. Right, Simo's now lapping Samster in the GT3s. Marbles are gathering on the circuit already.
Yeah, and someone's going to go up the inside here.
There he goes.
Lesson bike or Sam Sturton car. So.
Not wasting any time for that one, was he? He wasn't going to wait.
Hits.
Wait, who pits?
Morph.
Morph
who's,
pits,
well,
right.
a lap down anyway, and he's just having a horror show as far as he's concerned.
Well, he would be in class. 6th, isn't it, in class, so 8 points in class, but well, actually, yeah, 8 points in class, and
In fact, it's so bad that Chris has overtaken him in the GT3. And he's straight on first chicane, tries to recover at double clutch penalty for that.
and
Yes,
Simo
yeah.
is now past both GT3s, or all GT3s anyway. But I do feel like LGS in the Aston Martin does have faster straight line speed than the LMP2 of Simo there,
Yeah.
because he started to catch him near the end of the top speed range.
Sounds like a slipstream. But I'll have to confirm that. I'll be on board. I'll get some telemetry from both.
Yeah.
Oh, but whenever
So that means Morph's
Always
about to be
different thing,
relapped by, or lapped again, I think, by Stark, isn't it?
you have a look into more. I'm 13 on Stark and at 15. Yeah, twice he'll be lapped now. So long way to go.
I think Starkey might have to be patient, but he's just going to wait until this long straight. Morph goes a bit wide anyway, so makes it even easier for Starkey just to pop through.
On an easy run of it, Starkey didn't start on pole. Great pace is where it matters, and there's some weird. It sounds like people lifting in straight. It's very strange. It feels like Cyril broke down, but he just didn't. I thought Speedy does at the end of the straight here now. That was what I was going to do. Similar again for the braking zone, about 180 roughly. Oh GS. At 178, so 2 miles slower, so I suppose in slipstream, yeah. Hamster's caught up to him though.
Sorry, what was that?
Hamster's caught back up to LGS again. Not majorly, but the gap
Yes,
close.
I can see, yeah, visibly.
And not even more than Arnie again. She's not having a very good time there, unfortunately.
These guys are about to be,
Ooh, Starkey. He lost it.
did he?
Yeah, Chris just sort of got out of the way. There's only going to think that Starkey unaware. Realised too late. I'm not too sure really what happened there, but all is well. I think Starkey's going to be getting who he isn't. It's just running a very tight line.
Yeah, Flip is about to lap
He's going to have to come to the soon.
the GT3s. Oh, as he gets a bit out of control there, but Flip coming to lap the GT3s now, so flashing his lights at them from a low distance. But yeah, Sam is a lot closer to LGS now. He's right on the back of him again. Sam is not going to do anything because of course straight line speed, but he's there just in case Flip holds them up a little bit when he's overtaking, because Flip's going to come by down the straight and Sam is ready to pounce on the LGS just in case.
Of course, Shallow beyond Flip in case something happens there as well. But disposes Sam just fine. Somebody very respectful LG. He was signing relief with the gap he will have now. It's not really help. It's not really help to everybody.
Aston Martin does keep up with them in a straight line, so it's quite difficult to actually get past that car without slowing him up.
Samson's now in the 45s as well. 45.7 that last lap, so it's ever quicker.
Samster actually just flashed a little bit at LGS. Oh! That was close then.
On this fuel load he's got.
That was close between Samster and Shadow.
I reckon Sam might be able to get to the engine now because he's not good.
Why is he fuel saving? Is he lifting, coasting and stuff?
Oh no, he's gonna get lapped a few times, isn't he?
Yeah, oh, big slide.
7, that's what I do. He started off with like 120, 70 there.
Sam's got a chance to overtake LGS here. He's as close as he's ever been. Really trying to hammer on LGS here to get through, to take the lead of the GT3 class. Into turn 1, I just don't think he's got the straight line speed to attack. Under braking maybe, no, doesn't look to it, so he's going to have to wait again.
Straight line speed is just keeping him held up. Whether that's just a car related thing or setup related thing. Or Sam's running more wings because he does look under braking into corners.
Whoa, maybe out the chicane. Nope, not going to get him. Having to wait.
Just running where I pick. Some little tip the car turned down back. Of course, both these drivers on a wheel, so nothing to choose from them there. Don't even say Whitlock. Hell yeah. Good.
And now Davey's going to lap him. They've got to be ready for the Davey now.
Yeah, but Sam's ready for it. It could be a real idea. Oh, Sam with a cut track.
That's just ruined all of that time then.
All that time is just gained then.
He was trying everything to get through. He wanted to try and get the best run possible, so cutting the track didn't work.
Very, very wide there, letting Dave through, so Sam's going to catch up slightly. Starkey is just pulling away relentlessly at the front. About half a second to a second, like quicker than Simo. Consistently. Just, I don't know. Yeah, I think the fuel thing was lying because Starkey's run out of fuel apparently.
Yeah, how many laps do we reckon then? Because they've gone a bit into this race, especially if we said they're going to have to pit twice for sure. The LMPs have gone quite long into the race because the only one to pit so far has been Morph.
I think the LMPs apparently can do 22. Well, I think the max they can hold is 22.7. So whether they
and Morph is in the garage, so Morph is actually retired on lap 14 of the race.
They still get a point or something. I don't know.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably.
Turned up.
Yes, exactly.
That was early.
Didn't have the best of time of the car.
Me drive the car, to be honest.
Oh no, Davey, that was a very across the curbs and everything. Not having the smoothest of times in that car.
I think because I've seen crash into all on the pit straight, and then sort of magically appeared back in the middle. Quite funny.
Quite fun. A small bit of lag for him then probably. Flip in third of the LMP2s and actually got the third fastest time for them, so he's be happy of that. Of course, all of the LMP2, all four types of the LMP2 are actually being used in this race. The Merrick, the Alpine, the Nissan, and the P20 all being used. Might be the only time this season we see all four types of the LMP2 being used. A lot of people have decided to go with the P20. I think the Nissan is the only being used by Davey and Flip. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's better.
I don't know either. Oh, slide from Shadow in the background in the fourth place.
I'll just use a Formula A.
Yeah, that works. Yeah. So a near spin for Shadow. We're about to be 20 laps into the race. You would have at least expected some of the NMPs to come in by now, especially if they're saying 2 stop for fuel.
True. Yeah.
Oh no, who's down the wall? Flip was in the wall down the main straight. The back straight even. He's got completely severe damage to the front of that car.
He's got issues. Davies overtaken with the 4.
How has Flip done that? How he's crashed in a straight line. He's broke the steering completely.
David thinks we cut off a little bit. Yeah.
Was that a suspension failure or was that a mistake in a straight line? Or did he spin out of the exit, hit the wall and just glide up the straight? He's definitely having the pit though.
Oh yeah, so we'll be able to continue with that. Sort of into the pit zones. It's quite handy.
So in comes Flip. How long will this stop be? The actual pit itself, that is the question. He goes into his box now. Quite a long time. Probably going to do some tyres and fuel as well, I reckon. If he's in there for damage. Sadly, I don't think we can...
Starking might probably will let know after that.
Still, of course, sitting in the pits. They must have done his tyres and fuel because the guys moved out of the way. I wonder if they're still doing the fuel now, though.
Or if damage is affected, I don't know whether that would take a while, I'm not too sure.
He's now coming out.
There it goes.
We'll see as soon as
Another
he
car
joins the
in the
track.
pits.
Another car in the pits, did you say? What car would that be?
It is Chris. He's just come in. Oh, he's right at the end of the pit line. I thought he was just coming in and go back out again. But he's right at the end of the pit
Right,
line.
Flip has been lapped now. He's come out behind Simo. So that is how long the pit stops are.
And completely went straight.
Chris has been in here for quite a while. Didn't he pit at the start, of course, for damage?
Yeah.
So he's already repitted before Sampster and LGS.
It's whether another issue is tyres. Kind of match GT3.
As he comes back
Don't
out
need
to the
that far.
track
You would have
now.
thought he would have refueled it in the pit stop, the first lap. Stop again. And unforced it. These cars sound in with the bloody sound glitch.
Well, where they, yeah, it's
Yeah.
surprised. So it does look like maybe a one stop for the NPs on fuel then.
Actually starting the second film. I suppose they don't really want to have to pit twice, I think.
No.
Loses like 40 seconds of it. Long time.
I'm going with a slight guess that Flip did fuel that car to the end of the race.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. Well,
Really got to, haven't you, really?
he's gonna try, you'd think. But... Oh, LMP2 is gonna struggle to do a one stop, and now just gonna struggle to get around to Scary. It's going really slow, it's got a cut track warning. Thompson's gonna catch a fair amount of comeback. He's right there in his sights again, so I would just feel sorry. I think he might have just caught the inside curb somewhat and spun it on the inside. That's what I'm just going to guess.
Stuff going to pit this lap. It's about the sort of window where they were suggesting the amount of fuel they could carry on board with in the P2. So whether they've been in, I do not know. I guess not 24. So they're one stop for definite. Interesting. We've got 15 seconds to sit as well, so in that half a second lap, roughly about that, 6/10 on that lap.
Flip's doing just slower than Davey and shallow lap times. When you, if you think about it, technically he's got to do the undercut now, so really you want to be going quicker than the cars ahead of you.
We're running more fuel though, isn't it?
True.
That balances it. I'm not sure on the tyre whether there's this fuel wear situation.
No, I don't know.
What were those?
Find a lot out from this first race. Of course, the drivers themselves might know some of the things, because a lot of them did some race stints and stuff like that in pre-season testing. I know Sam did a race stint, I think, in the pre-season testing we did, where he was running very consistent times, about what he was actually doing now, to be fair. And LGS this time last week was struggling to get in the 47s and stuff like that, really not having a good time of it. Sorted stuff out for this race, as these two are going to be lapped again by Starkey now.
There's Starkey halfway through his race now and still not pitted.
Got time just to wait behind these two, doesn't he? And oh, Sam's got across. Ooh. Maybe Sam was too busy looking in his mirrors there.
It's like he can afford to lose that sort of time, maybe a second or two. Wonder why he's conservative on the brakes and not just late braking to get by as soon as.
LGS here, he's going to do the sort of same thing Patrick needs to. He's just scaring the GT3s into mistakes, he is. Oh.
He is, he's just scared. He's not even doing anything, it's just that the fact that he's there, but he's scared them both technically on the road.
Is Sam still going to get able to get ahead of LGS? I think LGS is going to be able to hold him off because he's got a cut track. It'll be a lot quicker now up to Parabolica. That's going to be interesting into the first chicane, actually.
Sam's going to want to get by. He's been trying to get by for the whole race so far. Another great chance for him, but it's just a straight line speed that he doesn't seem to have.
All the luck.
All the luck. Wait, yeah, I agree with that one. Under the brakes, just can't do it. He's not going to lunge anything at all, is he? Maybe near the end.
Still a long race. Not sure how pit stops going to play out for these two either.
No, I don't know. I'm a bit stumped about pit stops now, because I really did think that the LMPs must have just shoved as much fuel as possible in that car. I do not think we're going to see a zero stop, but...
Oh no. Surely not.
Sounter is right on the back of LGS. So this is technically, of course, whoever wins the GT3 class here goes into the lead of the GT3 class championship and is joint lead of the main championship. So if you ever want to pick up points easily and early, you know, this is the place to do it right now, especially when there's quite less numbers in the GT3 class. Maybe this might be the least amount of numbers we have in the GT3 class the whole season. So you're going to want to take the main points, the max points on this, aren't you?
If you just turned up in the GT3 today, you guarantee the podium.
Well, no, because we had Lucky as well, which was 4 before we...
if you made it to the start, you were guaranteed.
Yeah,
a
if you
podium.
made it to the
Oh,
start,
Sam's around the outside.
it's unfortunate. We're having a word with the drivers. They didn't actually tell me, but we will definitely have people in place just in case for next week.
This week's not.
You cut out there when you said this week's not gone well. I'm guessing you were going to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely agreed. But it doesn't really matter too much, to be fair. We got the first race underway.
He's up to third now. Simo, I think, has pitted.
Yes, he has, because yes, he has. He's in fourth now. So yeah, Simo has gone in the pits and we didn't see it happen. So there you go. Starkey's in the pits as well. So we found that. And here comes Shadow. Yeah, so they're coming in now. Starkey leaves as Shadow comes in. He's got a long time before Simo comes, so Starkey will join in the lead, of course.
Davey stays up for one more lap.
Interesting tactic there. Here goes Shadow in the pits. Where is Flip? Because of course Flip's going to want to go back past, and he's a whole lap back, so there's no way in hell Flip's going back ahead of Shadow here. Shadow's man's giving him the go ahead, but of course he's waiting for the, think maybe still more fuel, and of course the tyres get put in I think after the fuel in this game, but we don't get to see the animation of it.
Starkey's managed to pit and still be ahead of David by the time he came up, such was his lead over him. So
that was the gap he had. And now Shadow is leaving the pits. He rejoins onto the circuit now. And Flip is still a sector behind, not having a good go at it. He's got a cut track and all, so it's not gone well for Flip here, sadly.
Sam's in the pit.
It was all looking good for him before the crash.
LGS, I believe, is in the pits as well. They're both in the pits. Pit stop race here actually for GT3. I'm not really sure how to determine what happens until they actually go. Sort of a bit weird.
Yeah, be interesting to see which one comes out first and what the gap is, because we get to see how much fuel they've put in compared to each other and the tyres and everything.
Jessica's now is ahead of Samster.
It's a long way ahead of Samster because the Samster's still being held. Samster's putting a lot more fuel than the LGS has.
Interesting. Oh, do you know LGS has short fueled himself? He's got a. Surely he's going to only do one stop, so. Might have lost Samster the race for GT3. That very interesting. Was a long way to go, but
really interesting one. Big difference between drivers there. Of course, Flip was doing well. He was in third before his crash, but ever since the crash has hindered him a lot, I think, which is unfortunate. Fifth place though.
yeah, Davey still got pitted in the LMP, which is incredible. Really, it's got 28 laps in that thing, but shit. With a 0 stop.
So he can't do another 23 more, could he?
No. Not enough to fuel.
He's going to have to pit this time round, you would think. Is he lapping faster than Shadow?
No.
Of course, he wasn't the last lap because Shadow pitted, didn't he?
Yeah. I thought he was talking about Simo then for a second.
No, he's definitely not lapping faster than Simo.
Yep, there he goes.
Cool camera angles for the pit stops here. Davey is in the pits now.
Very slowly into the pits.
22 to go. So only a one pit stop race then.
I was expecting 2, at the very least, but
We've got 22 laps and you're 10 minutes away from it being an hour into the race, so it's about an hour and 10 minutes, you know, it's around where I said it would be. Race time, just over an hour. Where is Shadow? Coming around the last corner now. Davey has not moved. And Shadow is gonna take third back here. As Davey's still in the pits.
Yes, he is.
Now here goes Davey. Less fuel, more grip. Is Davey going to be able to catch third in time for this race? And got 22 laps to do it.
Gap between him and Shadow roughly 13 seconds. 13 and a half after the first corner there, so a lot of time to make up, but anything can happen at this point.
Good, so you got your phone out in time there, didn't you?
No, it says.
Oh. Where does it say that? Let me see this.
Spectator car.
Yeah.
Any car.
Yeah.
Press the start button on them.
Oh, you got to be on board with it, ain't you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did you not know that?
Never jumped on that camera. I don't really jump on that camera. That's why.
Ah,
That's the problem there.
you're missing out.
I'm missing out. See, I told you to get used to the camera angles, but now you're teaching me.
You're welcome. Good at this game.
Good.
I'm not. I'm really not.
Starkey will be happy with this. Got this under control.
Just lead about 20 seconds, roughly. Simo another 42 ahead of Shadow, so some very big gaps in the field.
Compared to how close it was at the start of this. At the start of the race.
Mm.
Top three were battling out in the NP at the start. It was crazy.
The first couple of laps, it's sort of all spread out, and I think the pace difference between the top two and the rest of the field sort of showed.
Race number 2. 49 laps at the Abu Dhabi Autodrome Grand Prix circuit.
Oh, is it Dubai Autodrome?
Yes.
Oh,
Dubai.
personally, I
Abu
hate
Dhabi.
that track, but it just looks dull.
Do you know?
Just
Yeah.
no. I played it on real racing. What an app that was, but
Alright.
no, it's just I just don't like it.
Well, it's a hot track, meaning punishment right there on the tyres. They're gonna be an
And the
interesting one.
brakes, is
Yeah, very hot.
failures in general can be increased. Actually, we could still see. Speaking of that nature, but I just think a lot of these guys would just take it easy now. I mean, everybody in the field. I think the close gap is Shadow and Davey, and that's still 12 seconds. So.
So Davey is clutching slowly. If he continues to catch at that rate, he's going to get there in time, isn't he?
Yeah, at this rate.
funny. Of course, as it being my birthday, Joe, you get to have birthdays from a lot of different people. I know a lot of different people. Like, with a lot of different views and a lot of different, like, intelligence levels and, you know, everything. And it's just funny that you see, like, you look at the happy birthdays and you see where it's from, it's like, bloody hell. Some of the people I know, which I can count them all as my friends, because at some point in my life they have technically been my friend. I just don't speak to them as much now, really. A lot of them. Very different people. For example, I've got the Garys. And then I have you. That's quite a big difference. You'd have to
bloody bothered.
Have to say. And of course my friends from school and my friends from primary and friends from college, they're very different sort of people.
Oh, Chris has been lapped.
That's unfortunate. Still getting third though, so I can take some big points out of this one.
He's 4 laps down now, and I mean, if he pulled out some worldly laps in this M3, but I can't see that happening.
Right, so now the gap to Shadow from Davey is 11.5. I'm liking what you've told me here. Because we can kind of focus on this, because this is the main thing I think is going to happen really, is Davey going to get to Shadow in time. It's for a podium, it's for a top 3 in class, top 3 overall.
In LGS's terms, about 25 seconds. Yeah, that one is off.
Really lost in the pit lane, wasn't it? Pit fight.
Yes. Unfortunately, it did that. I know the pit lane. Very stuff. You just stop the turn. Just felt like being on board with him for a little bit because much else to do really.
Davey is sort of making. He did make a little mistake in taking too much curve in the chicane, but he is gaining. He is gaining on Shadow there. Flip sort of just driving around in 5th now. He was doing well in 3rd until that crash, which is something I would like to see what of course will happen, but of course LGS overall in the GT3s could take the win here. Last week didn't look like he was going to do well at all, but now I think that would be a big thing for him to take the win, especially when coming into this it just looked like Lucky on paper would win, but of course sadly Lucky disconnecting right at the end of qualifying, meaning he couldn't race, and a few of the competition didn't turn up for LGS, but he really has had to fight with Samster to stay in front, but seems to have won it on pit stops. He has actually, I think, got a faster lap overall though, only by a 10th, pretty close between the two of them, but
he was between the two of them, he was staying ahead. I don't think anybody really got past, so
yeah. Calm and controlled race by LGS.
And the gap is stabilised between them. Meanwhile, David's got down to 10.5 seconds with 17 laps, including the one he's on. So yeah, and that's a 6-7 tenths a lap. He needs to close down and then overtaking might be a different story altogether. I'm not sure it's completely different. I can't imagine they're going to be too dissimilar. Very low downforce track.
And Chris not having the good time of it, getting stopped in time for the chicane.
Nah, if you're not happy during a race in this, you just
What?
Dating, liking.
David Lappins out. What was he doing on time? So yeah, still 10.
Perhaps second on Shadow that lap.
Got to about an hour of the race now, 15 laps to go. So yeah, called that pretty well for an hour and a bit, around about 20, isn't it?
Not a lot really going on now, is there?
Not now, it's into that point of spread out, everyone's done their pit stops. This pit stop just made them even more spread out, to be fair.
Yeah. We did a little. Oh well.
Of course, with the of the smaller field of GT3 cars, not much happened in that one, just because, you know, we were missing Big Daddy, Zarth, Jolly Pop and Lucky.
Yeah, and well, pretty much lost Chris in contention.
Yes,
into the race.
And we
lost
didn't.
Samster ready for contention in the pits.
Yeah, we lost. We didn't have Connor K in LMP2, and sadly Morph retired early on.
Well, process of elimination, they were just sort
Mm.
Substance gets lapped by Starkey once again.
Let's see.
Davey, I think, just caught 1.1 seconds in that last lap on Shadow. Shadow did a 1:41.0 and Davey did a 1:39.9.
Interesting, isn't it?
So it's now down to about 8.7, so a chance here for Davey to get close enough, do you reckon?
Very low. Do it, of course. It's actually going to be lapped by before the end of this race. Davey to a scarring now. Started roughly 5 seconds behind him, 5 to 6 seconds. So yeah, we're catching at the rate he's going. So if you think lap 36, you're going to have 49 laps to do this. Help.
So a 1:40.6 for Shadow on that lap. And Davey does a 1:40.7, so
Good response.
equal right there.
Well, Shadow there as well then.
Yeah, definitely a good response for Shadow. But that's about 8 tenths slower then for Davey on that lap. So he needs to keep in the high 39s to really put the pressure on Shadow.
Really going to do anything.
Oh no, Davey spun. Davey has spun. That's going to make that worse. He gets back going and he has to let Starkey through. Too much curb, I think, used by Davey. He's going to have to want to hope that Shadow makes the same sort of mistake. That puts all the time. It got down to about 9 seconds. It's back up to 13.
I think that one. Well, truly, I didn't quite see. It was paid the pro. Very unfortunate, but I think he'll take 4th. I don't think he would actually.
No, well, he's running in third quite nicely, battling with a top light at one point, and then of course, whatever happened, and then he just got stuck in fifth for a while. Is he technically third fastest out of there? Well, yeah, he's a third. No, he's not actually. He flips quicker, so he's technically on time, the fourth fastest as well. So that Shadow would definitely take it. He's the fifth fastest LMP2 in third place.
Yeah.
So most consistent. It's working well.
Probably not the most consistent, but
Yeah. Agreed. I think Starkey might be, but you get what I mean. Out of
I think Simmer's actually been better.
Alright.
On his times, he's just been consistently slower.
Right.
Sometimes he's been, whether it's been by a couple of tenths or half a second or a second, he's been quicker, but I mean, look at that last lap, he was 1.9 seconds.
Yeah.
That's, I think so actually might have made a mistake. Oh, he had lap car, that was it.
Lapped car.
And he's in a gravel, so he's still might have been quite consistent. Well,
Who's in the gravel?
Jim wasn't anything bad, just got on the curb. Gap between Stark and Simmer actually 20. I think the last time I looked it's about 25, so. But look, I don't know if it's just chicane.
I just got a message from Sam saying live message asked.
I seem to pre-record that.
So I got a message from Chris saying, "Happy birthday, you arse." Plus hollowest podium ever. And also, by the way, I didn't crash and make a boo-boo. I'm quoting him as well, by the way. I'm quoting Chris there.
Dangerous thing to do.
I wonder if my brother's still around my house. Oh, of course she's not.
Yeah.
Didn't stay enough to say happy birthday to me.
Oh. Has Davey got this gap down to anything better? It's about 12.5 seconds now, but I think you can call that one off. Not enough laps. And, well, Dave's himself really compounded what he can do.
Of course, immediately once this race is over, I'm going to be doing the. I'll be doing the draws. Well, to say immediately, a couple of hours after this, I'll be doing the draws for next week to find out what cars they're all in for next week for Abu Dhabi. I keep just calling it Abu Dhabi. It's just easier.
It's Dubai.
It's Dubai. Yeah, I know. It's annoying. So over that, I accidentally called it Derby. Sam took the piss. Christopher is calling. We are connecting to Christopher via Facebook. Put him next to the microphone.
Oh, great. He's going wide a lot.
Hello, well, I'll put you on speaker. That might be smart. Hello.
Hello. Did you see me make a boo-boo by any chance?
I did not see your boo-boo.
Oh, thank fuck for that.
How did you boo-boo?
Do you like Sam's message?
Yes, I like Sam's message.
Yeah, he says he loves it, Sam.
I said I liked it.
Yeah, I'm currently driving one-handed. You might have it.
Your good thing I'm looking at Davey.
Oh, Davey's looking
I'm
at
not.
you. Corner cut.
Could you actually, whilst you're here quickly, Chris, could you ask Flip how did he crash in a straight line?
Oh, he nearly
Touched the curb.
crashed the toe on them.
He touched the curb. That's what happened to Flip then.
Ah, nearly flipped it.
Alright, thank you very much, Chris. Nice third place.
That's the driver's input for this race.
That is the driver's input. Very good one. We now decided, or figured out.
We should make this a weekly segment.
We should. We should, if you're ever at the back.
So this is by far the hollowest.
That's what you get for turning up. And getting a bit lucky with lucky lagging out. Right then, thank you very much, Chris, for the phone call.
Bye, Wes.
Bye bye, Christopher. Right then, that is that. So we figured out the information.
Echoing.
I know I echoed like a shit on that. I don't know why it came through his I echoed through his mic.
Stark and Simon both set their fastest lap on the last lap they did.
Wow, really? They're pushing now? So we figured out why it happened to Flip.
It's just turning into a time trial between the two of them now.
Yeah, they're showing off against each other.
Yeah, to put it into perspective, Starkey's pace is about to lap third place.
Yes.
Shadow not really doing anything wrong this race, and he's gonna get lapped just due to pace.
Deserved the podium though, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, for just not doing anything wrong.
Yeah.
Time, but as long as he does what he is doing, he will get third. David just can't catch that up, surely not. Down to 10.5 seconds again, but I see it.
8 laps as well.
Yeah. He's got his second half a lap and he's not, I don't think he's got that in him. There Starkey goes.
Stark will be very happy with how this race goes. Wonder if he wants the LMP for next week or he wants a GT3. Because of course he wanted the LMP for this week.
Yeah.
And I know he wants the LMP for Bathurst, which is round number 3. And that's 42 laps of Bathurst. So if you think 50 laps round here is going to be a bit difficult with the curbs. Bathurst, 42 laps, crikey, that's a lot more difficult than this.
Quite a lot.
Hmm.
And with tighter walls as well.
Yes.
I might try a Lotus 98T around there, see if I can manage a lap.
See if you can get up the hill.
That's probably not. You can't keep that in a straight line.
No, especially when the turbo ever kicked in.
Oh, LGS has done a 44 in the GT3.
Really? Wow, he's now pushing. Only just a 44. 44.9999.
It's a 44.
Puts it in there though.
So LGS 30 seconds front of Semster, but 2:26 behind Flip. Well, quite understandably so. Gap 10 seconds from Shadow to David. That's not going to get any smaller to be a threat. Have a look at the massive telemetry thing. See if put that on Wes, see if you can work it out.
Oh no, what have I done? I knocked something and my screen went black. Right, which bit am I looking at? The big things that are flashing a lot at me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the G-force makes sense to me, sort of.
I have warned it might contain flash photography. I should have really said that before.
Yeah, everything's flashing a lot, isn't it, really?
Yeah, you're gonna get sued now.
There's like 6 different points that are just flashing mad at me. So
Yeah, this is...
pick one to look at it. forget what gear they're in.
Stuff
That's
is
the only thing you can
happening.
work out. It's the only thing you can work out from this, because you know what tyres they're on, so it just tells you what gear. And how fast they're going really down the straight. So we can see, actually, let's see how fast he goes down the straight, Davey, and then see how fast LGS goes down the straight. That'll be my test here. What's he do? 100, 180. What do you get? 180 something. Flip needs just spun. Where's LGS? Here's LGS here. See what. Is that a very slow moving car? That is. Is Simo's in the pits? Simo's just rolling into the pits.
Ooh.
I've just seen it. I'm just going to continue to watch LGS here. But Simo just rolled into the pit lane very slowly.
Shadow is.
I think it was Simo.
Now, so he's way behind. Yeah, it is.
So I didn't see what exactly.
I don't know if he ran out of fuel or.
I didn't get to see what times, what speed LGS went down the straight there. I was too busy. The fact that Simo was rolling, he must have ran out of fuel. He rolled into that pit lane, going very slowly. And here we go, he comes out again.
That was a very quick pit stop, actually. So might be a splash and dash towards the end of the race, of course. 6 laps to go for him.
So Simo had to do a 2-stop.
Unless he has got some sort of problem, I don't know, but he's going at reasonable pace now. Must have run out of fuel. That's a bit strange.
That was a close one though, wasn't it? If he ran out of fuel into the pit lane.
Yeah. Yeah, the rest of these guys are going to be able to get through on a 1-stop.
Yeah, I don't know, because Simo wasn't the first to pit. I think Flip was.
That's given. Oh, and well, we say someone got a problem. He's got straight on at the second chicane, and he's
in the garage. He's retired. He's in the garage.
We said we can see a mechanic fail in the final few laps, and well,
that means Shadow will go to second, and third will be Davey, surely.
The Starkey's got a massively comfortable lead now of well over a lap.
Crikey.
So wow, that's very interesting. We don't know what's gone on there. I mean,
no, we don't.
It's interesting you caught Simo rolling into the pits, and I didn't realise he actually had a problem. He just went straight on at the second chicane, completely straight on. You know, the barrier slightly, nothing much to damage his car. I don't know where, it must have been a brake failure of some sort. So I can imagine. If he went straight on axe, it was a bit dodgy into the first chicane coming out of the pits as well. That's brake failure around here. Probably the worst thing to happen.
Starker's gone very tight at the last corner, but he's not going to pit, is he?
He does that.
Yeah, well, different line.
I mean, he's free to pit if he needs fuel.
Yeah, he's free to pit if he needs. He just wants to be safe on it, you know, he can pit if he wants to. So he's Shadow going into second place now? Yes, he is. Shadow into second.
Davey will get third then, so his relentless chase will podium, and he did not even need to chase Shadow down and spin.
Don't tell him that though.
I will.
No, I want to see this. So he's only 7 seconds off him. He's pulled it back down to 7 seconds. Of course, he's not going to get there in time, but
good effort. If he didn't have that spin, it'd be about 3, 4.
And Flip's right behind Christopher as he goes to overtake him. That's very tight there. Whoa! Very tight between the two of them. Flip will go through.
Just about.
Yeah, scarily. Shadows, which is second place in the race right now, is right behind these two. Hope they sort it out before he sort of gets on him.
Yeah, I think he's going to get a pair of them in this straight.
Now, like how Flip came back over just to make sure Chris doesn't go up his inside there. Yeah.
No way he's going to outbrake him without making himself look like a fool.
Does this mean Flip's going to go up to 4th? He is, isn't he?
I should think so. All he has to do is pass the pit lane this time, and he'll get ahead.
That's interesting what's happened to Simbo there. Did he hit the wall then, when he missed the chicane, did he? Plough into the wall?
What, the second chicane?
Yeah, or did he just cross
He tapped
over?
the wall slightly, but he retired as soon as he hit the wall, pretty much. So, like, I think the damage was done before. I'm just going to guess a brake failure. By the way, he just could not slow the car down.
And now flips into 4th.
So does this mean will LGS be able to get 5th overall? He's got a couple of laps to make up. He should be able to.
But to be fair, if he gets 5th or not doesn't actually matter to him.
Yeah, I know it doesn't matter, but
Could be
still.
interesting.
Speaking of LGS, is he going to get like 4 times? I doubt it.
No, I'm going to
Starkey's
see
only
this
got
time
2.5
by what
laps.
speeds he does down this straight in this Aston Martin. Does he do 180 something?
Sam's been like 4 times, right?
Just about gets to 180, but 180. Low 180s for LGS in a straight line. And 2 seconds suddenly has been lost once again to Davey, so the gap's gone back up for them too. It must just be consistency wise, and got about 3 laps to go, and we've now gone at the 1 hour and 21 minute mark of the race.
Not as quick as a Grand, well, not as quick as a Grand Prix, because obviously we've got 3 less laps, but overall, remember about that.
I think the Le Mans race is going to be a 2 hour, or near 2 hour. It's more than an hour and a half. I know that. I think.
It's 24 laps, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a long little circuit, that one.
And it will go from day to night, and I think back to the morning.
Hey, go sleep mid-race.
Yes. So lights will be needed. It's going to make it a lot. I think Spa will be a day-night race as well, just because, you know, the day-night trans does actually affect some drivers in a way that it throws them off a little bit in the braking zones and everything.
I suppose temperatures as well.
Yes, it changes the temperatures a lot for how much tyre pressure you want and everything. Of course, cools everything
we
down.
won't see dynamic weather on this, will we? Because it just doesn't work.
Yeah, it just doesn't work well enough, really.
For our slicks on a wet track, it's very weird like that.
Yeah, it's weird like that. But the day-night works very nicely.
Anyway, Starkey, he's on to his last lap. Already on to lap 50, whereas everyone else is 48 or before.
Yeah.
Not really much to say about that, really.
No, he's done a good job.
Just dominant.
Well, we'll be yet to get.
Simo couldn't really catch him, and well, it's unfortunate he had his problems. Simo was nailed on for second, but
He fought in the first couple of laps, though, didn't he? For it.
Yeah, pulled away from then on in. We had a gap of nearly about half a minute before Simo retired, so and now it's over a lap. Such has been the assists Starkey uses. Joking.
I do like how he throws it through that corner. I don't know why.
You know when you said Shadow was the 5th fastest LMP2, but he is in 3rd place. Still the 5th fastest, but P2. He'll be happy with that, isn't he?
He's gonna be very happy with that.
What if he's going to be happy as Starkey?
Happy Starkey, gonna cross the line and win. First round of the XRL Racing League Multi-Class, taking the lead of the LMP2s. Really dominant form as well. Class of the field. Consistent. But much the same can be said for the guy coming in second place of Shadow Mike. Will take second. Fifth fastest.
Well happy with that.
Really, yeah, really well done by him.
Lap doesn't matter, Dave's
yeah.
Third after everything, after throwing everything to try and catch Shadow, and well, it's podium.
And podium for Davey as well.
Just crash into flip at the end. Well done.
They crossed the line.
Samster in the end finishes fifth. I think that's a spectator glitch actually, because LGS is still continuing. Yeah, LGS has technically got fifth.
Chris has popped in the wall somewhere. He's got heavy damage to his car.
I think he might have done it on purpose. Chris did get in the 46s in the end. Struggling the 47s for a lot of that. And he's just being that guy.
Well, he's being that guy. I'm watching everybody else be that guy that won the GT3 class in round number 1 at Monza. Happy days for him.
Say he won it in the pits, but
yeah, he could do.
Samster at bay for a good 20 laps.
Yeah, he had him behind him.
You know, don't really buckle under the pressure. Yeah, he's being that guy. Let's just ignore him.
Ignore the donuts. LGS takes the class win for the GT3s.
He's going to be happy with that.
Yeah.
Missed opportunity for some drivers. Some's still circulating around. Oh yeah, all the drivers are, aren't they?
Well, they're all I think they've all technically finished now.
Yeah.
Not including Chris, which is about to finish, and then we've got to wait for the countdown. So he's going to cross the.
I'm going to watch myself in the pits.
I'm looking at Simo, zooming in on Simo. What could have been his second place in class very quickly turned into a DNF.
We do not know why, but
I'm going to get 5th place, of course, in the class, but that means if Morph stayed in, could he have actually got 5th in the end there?
How long do we have to wait?
I don't know.
Alright, so 50 seconds. I'm not sure what we're waiting for. Christmas?
So waiting for the last couple of cars to get around to the pit lane. It just gives you a time.
Oh, they're not going into the pit lane, they're just still going round.
Why are they going round? Some of them... Starkey's come into the pit lane, but they've all had to catch up to Starkey's lap times, I think. I think Starkey's some of them far ahead, that they've all had to do an extra lap to get around. And I feel like some of them might run out of fuel before they get there, though, because of course how they fueled the cars. We are going to watch Davy's computer try and overtake Snapster here.
Yeah, they're all computer controlled now, aren't they?
Yeah.
So
Flip has. I think Flip must have run out of fuel because he's actually come to into the garage, which most likely means he either pressed the retire button or it ran out of fuel.
there we go, race complete. So I don't know what's going on still. It's confusing.
I don't think I've got that yet.
I know it's still circulating around, but that's it. The time is done.
Time's not done on mine. Well, time is done on mine, but nothing's happening here.
They're not. Well, LGS isn't coming into the picture. Oh,
LGS is calling me. Let's go. It did not show me a.
back to the Project Cars menu.
Yeah, it did not show me a finishing position there, but we know that it was Starkey.
From Shadow, from Davey, from Flip.
Yes.
From LGS.
LGS
Samster. And Chris, and unfortunately Simo.
I felt like Simo actually technically beat Chris. Just on laps.
No.
No?
Yeah, actually, yeah, he might have done.
I think he might have done.
Yeah,
like
Morph was behind the pair of them, unfortunately.
Well, that was actually an interesting race, to be fair.
Should join the party.
We will join the party. It's an interesting race to watch, to be fair, Joe.
Yeah.
Because this has had to be recording due to the bad internet that I've had throughout the past week, sadly. Same with Joe as well. Hopefully everything will be fixed for next week, but I can't wait for the next race. See how that goes.
Let's join the party anyway whilst we're still here. May as well.
Whilst we're still here.
Oh yeah, because we're not even in a party chat, are we?
No, we're not.
Oh God.
So we're gonna have to
End
do it.
this quick.
How do you want to end it? What's your last words of this race, Joe?
Oh, the race is over.
Well, what's your last thoughts of it? Go on. Just say consistency to win or some shit like that. Go on.
You say that.
I just did.
Well done.